Alright, today I'm going to be playing with the slowest deck possible. So I'm going to be playing Simic Turbo Fog with no way of winning the game other than decking and attacking with spiders. But the spiders don't really work because the opponent can just not attack into it. And Kahira is only there for Ivory Tower, so that's not supposed to actually win the game. The idea is that they deck out while I can't deck out because of Midnight Clock plus Repeal, going infinite. But the actual win con is time because there's no way my opponent is going to deck out twice before timing out, or me timing out. But so it avoids dying by playing some counter spells, and then it has 4 Tangle, 4 Arachnogenesis. Basically, the opponent cannot get combat damage through. Is the goal also for Auroral Procession to get 12 copies of that, or to get counter spells against like combo? So, yeah, the deck is definitely not good, but it'll be fun if I can win games with it, or win matches with it. Alright, match 1. I'm on the draw. I have an interesting hand. I guess I'll keep. This is quite the hand. I think I only have like 8 turn 1 plays in the deck, and this is most of them. Okay, need that island. So we're drawing 6 cards on 6, 3 on 7 from the Ancestrals. That's cool. Bitter Blossom. That is not an issue. So, how am I into Planeswalkers? I'm not really sure. It's possible that some Planeswalkers just don't matter. Like the big Elspeth. Even like 4-mana Kaya though, I don't really have a way to gain life. So my answer is just a repeal. The fairies do get killed quite nicely by Arachnogenesis. I do potentially lose the game if I repeal this fairy, if they exile my graveyard. So that's something to consider. Is it Ancestral? I guess it probably is. Maybe it's just Tangle, actually. I like that. A few more cards couldn't hurt. Maybe I should actually not suspend Ancestral here, because I don't really want it the turn after I draw 6. We'll see. I guess both of these are decent. Okay. So opponent is playing... I actually can't beat Smokestack, which it looks like my opponent is doing. How do I beat that? In the sideboard I have Disenchants, which I obviously bring in. In the main I have this Repeal and Counter Spells. Not really enough though. So I'm drawing mana. Okay, that's not good. Doom Foretold is fine. That is not fine. That is a huge problem. How do I ever beat that? I don't think I can. So maybe I just try to take as much time as possible. Oh yeah, so the thing about this deck is time is extremely relevant because I can't really win games. So I do have to constantly be paying attention to it. And it is definitely possible that a match takes an hour to finish. So really the only way it would not take that long, or like be a relatively medium length match, is if I get like 2-0'd. Or my opponent concedes early to a pile of card advantage. But I guess I do this. I don't know what that tapping was. Okay. I'm definitely losing. Okay, I have end step repeal, which could be... I mean, I could still win this game if my opponent doesn't do anything relevant here, and I go end step repeal the smokestack. And then I'm about to draw 6 cards, so I'm able to counter it when it comes back down. So they need to not play another smokestack or like a Kaya. Well, I guess I maybe just beat a Kaya, so I don't really know. Doom Foretold is fine. Another smokestack, that is not fine. Can I really mana leak it though? I don't know, because then I can never repeal that smokestack. I guess Arachnogenesis would be a funny way of getting around smokestack. So I repeal that. My opponent is playing slowly, which is very good for me. Alright, so 6 cards. Oh, I guess Ancestral is a win con, because it can force my opponent to draw cards. I guess I misbuilt my deck. I wanted to have no win cons, other than Arachnogenesis and decking, or just letting them draw out with clock to not die myself. But yeah, I misbuilt my deck. I accidentally put away to make my opponent draw cards. So I would love Arachnogenesis here. But yeah, I guess I'm just countering Smokestack, maybe playing Tangle. Do I even want to play Tangle? I feel like no. I have Ancestral next turn, so I really need to draw Arachnogenesis, and Deduce also helps me draw into it. So I counter the Smokestack, I assume? I don't know what else they could be playing. It's gotta be, okay, yeah, that's... I mean, it could be like Kaya or Doom Foretold. But yeah, I counter that. I look for my Arachnogenesis. Okay, I'm finding all of my fogs other than Arachnogenesis. Sack the clue. Arachnogenesis, where are you? That's half my deck. Cycle. Where is it? I think I'm playing 2 copies of Dig Through Time. I think I actually need to Tangle now, which prevents Arachnogenesis from working. Yeah, 9 cards. 9 additional cards, and it's not enough. So I'm gonna have to select 2 permanents. I do counter everything they play for the rest of the game, pretty much. Do I kill that? I guess no. I mean, they just have fairies to sack, which I already have the answer to. Wait, it makes me discard? I guess maybe I should have countered that. Oh, I can put Kahira in play to eat up the smokestack trigger, or like one thing. But save a land. Why do they have so many irrelevant cards? I guess they just never had open mana to play them until now. Maybe I shouldn't counter that. My clock isn't coming down that quickly. Imagine 5 spiders also killing my opponent's fairies. Like, that would actually just end the game, because they would be forced to sack things every turn. Well, I had a bunch of fodder. I mean, alternatively, I could just go for lethal if they did that. So I sack Flooded Grove, I guess. 2 permanents. Okay, I guess... I mean, the spiders don't even really do it now. Ah, it's like 1 turn too late. Yeah, that just doesn't work anymore. Like, it would have worked one turn earlier, but now, after I played the Tangle, that just doesn't work. I have Deduce to take one trigger. Do they put a counter on Smokestack? I feel like they definitely should. Because once I run out of permanents, they can just kill the Smokestack, so it's not like that's an issue. I'm going to run out of permanents around the same time they run out of unplayable cards, so. So they definitely do, yeah. I have to sack 2 lands. Definitely countering that. Should I play Forbid there? I'm not sure. I guess I probably should have. Right, because I don't have lands right now to play Forbid plus Spiders. I guess if I draw a land. Okay, I drew a land. So I sack Grove, Clue, Island. The question is, will they play into it? They all-out attacked before, but when I played the Tangle, I only had 2 lands, so I wasn't threatening it. But I don't know, a lot of people in this format don't really think about Arachnogenesis. I mean, it's never really been played in like, anywhere before. Oh, they have... yeah, that's a problem. I really needed it the turn before, yeah. If I didn't use Tangle, I would have been able to do it. Counter? Sure. Okay. I mean, this does maybe work. What is that? That is a problem. Oh, that actually is so bad for me. Because they were sacking 4 lands before. No, 3 lands. And now they just have to sack 1. So yeah, that probably just ends it. And I'm also sacking a land here. So yeah, that actually just ends it. Yeah, I really can't let Smokestack resolve this game 1. I mean, if they kill every permanent on the board, I guess they're potentially just timing themselves out. I don't think that's really possible. Even if they keep putting counters on Smokestack, they can just sack it while leaving Bitter Blossom or Ophiomancer pretty easily. They sack 2 lands. Do they put the counter on it? They do. Is there a reason to Midnight Clock? I'm not really sure. Okay, they have a permanent. So next turn they can sack no attack? What? Am I using clock? No, there's no reason to use clock, right? It doesn't do anything. Oh, I should have drawn a card. Oh, I guess I do need to activate the clock. Because if I don't, then it triggers on my turn 12, and then my opponent's smokestack happens before that. This doesn't do anything. So if my opponent kills smokestack, then I get to have 2 lands in play while the clock goes off. And since they don't have a smokestack, I can just play fogs forever. So they have to leave it alive, which I assume they do, but if they do, they are losing a bit of permanence next turn. So it probably just doesn't matter. Like, what's actually happening next turn? They lose 5 permanence. There's no way they put a counter on that. It doesn't accomplish anything. I have repeal, it doesn't do anything, unfortunately. So they sack snake, fairy, land, land, land. No, they sack the smokestack next turn. So they leave a land in play, while both of their creatures are in play. I guess I can repeal on their upkeep. I can't ever do anything with this land, right? Okay, the land situation is not the best. Okay, so I repeal the snake. They sack all of their lands, smokestack, and the fairy. I mean, if they sack smokestack, I'm not dead yet. The pain land is a bit of an issue, so I do need to actually draw a basic. Wait, what? Ophiomancer. They just sack all their lands, right? Or do they sack a Bitter Blossom or something? Okay, so all they have is Ophiomancer, Bitter Blossom. I could actually win this. I mean, basically all I need to do is get to Arachnogenesis and I win. Though if I don't find a basic... I mean, it's not a basic, but it's not good. Procession never does anything, because I'm dead right now on board. I mean, if I resolve Arachnogenesis, I win. Like, even if I don't have a basic, right? Okay, that is something. So I am just... So I have to actually play Arachnogenesis, or I die, right? Oh, that's a bit of an issue. I have to play it without them attacking with many creatures. I mean, I don't technically have to play it. I mean, what else can I do, though? The only way I don't play it... I guess I can't play it, though. I guess I'm dead. Yeah, Tangle tapping down their creatures lost me the game. Because I can't do anything here, or I lose a life and die. So if I play Arachnogenesis, then I'm dead. There's actually no draw that wins me the game. Because I could draw a basic, but there's no way I'm doing anything with that because I don't currently have something in hand. And I can't Auroral Procession for Tangle because I don't have the colored sources without paying life. So the actual answer is just do nothing and die. I mean, so I literally just have to draw a basic land, and it has to actually be a basic. It can't be Hinterland Harbor because I don't have any basics in play. Can't be a Painland, can't be Flooded Grove, so it has to actually just be a basic. And I exiled a bunch of basics when I played Dig, which actually could be the difference maker. I could have exiled Painlands instead, probably. Which could have actually been the difference maker. Because I actually would just win if I had Arachnogenesis up here. Like, even if they played around it, I'm not sure that it would work for them. Like, I guess if they only attacked with 2 creatures, it would maybe work. I guess it would. I wouldn't be able to survive next turn without a fog. So I play all the disenchants, I play negates. Needle? I don't know if they're playing Kaya. I need repeal. Let's not sign that out on accident. Against the deck, it doesn't really do anything to. So counters are actually just good against this deck, I think. So how do they interact with me? I just have to resolve their things, which can be in the form of discard. They're never killing me, right? I don't know what I side out. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I was definitely not loving having to play 4 Painlands. But there's really no way the mana works without it, I think. I guess I keep. It has an answer to their smokestack, which is really the only card I care about. I guess I care a little bit about braids as well. And, I guess both braids do something. One is burn. One is making me sack permanents. Okay, I guess Drit could just scam me out of this game. Well, no, because if they play an enchantment or artifact or whatever, it doesn't matter. They keep that in because it surveils. And they have a lot of dead removal spells, I guess. That's fair. Okay, I'm liking this draw. So I have an answer to a... Well, it's not an answer to a braids, which is maybe a reason that Mana Leak is like, not necessarily worse. Okay, I discard the Harbor. Alright, so I have the answers to their things. Are they playing Doom Foretold? I didn't see any of that. I feel like they should, because, I mean, they're playing an Orzhov Stax-ish deck. I have to counter that. I don't know what they name, but I guess Arachnogenesis would be really bad for me. I mean, I guess I can answer Bitter Blossom, so it's maybe not an issue. But I don't know. I mean, they could literally name Repeal and it would win the game. But well, no, because I have Midnight Clock, and I don't necessarily have to draw too many cards. So I guess not. Also, I kind of need to draw some gas, like Midnight Clock. Or Dig Through Time, I guess. Those are kind of the only gas spells I have. Although I do have a bit of, like, Deduce. I did side out the Maze Mind Tomes. Should have played Howling Mine. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that. Wait, what turn did I spend that? Oh, that was on turn 1. I guess I do have gas. Okay. I don't want Arachnogenesis yet. I can just repeal the creature. I don't need it for clock yet, that's why I have two. Like, playing 2 clock, 1 repeal is a little, greedy. Because, I mean, I feel like it's not really that greedy. Because, like, I need both, kind of. Because I usually just play the first repeal, which means I have to have the first... No, since I have a royal possession. So I don't even need to have the, first clock go off before I can get repeal back. So yeah, this definitely helps make the combo be more compact without risking losing the game. Let's see what they name. I wonder. It's probably just Arachnogenesis. If I get to... That is a very strange name. So if they named Arachnogenesis, since I cited out some tangles, it was possible for me to just run out, but I kind of doubt that because I just have Auroral Procession. And, I mean, if I had Clock going off after exiling a bunch of cards with Dig Through Time, I also had just enough gas to always find it pretty quickly. So, yeah, Ancestral Vision is not the name there. I'm not sure what it actually is, though. It would definitely be Clock if that was possible, but it's Lost Legacy, it's not possible. It needs to be Unmoored Ego. Okay, this is looking good for me. It's very hard for me to lose from here, and my opponent is pretty low on time. They saw my deck? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what they would name. I guess if they named Tangle plus Arachnogenesis, that would be bad for me. Though maybe it wouldn't be, because I could just counter their token makers, and then they just have the braids, both of the braids, which I could counter with Forbid, I guess. So I don't know, maybe I just don't need fogs in this matchup. Okay, they concede for time. I don't think time ever really matters in this matchup. Because the game is decided long before it ends. What am I doing? I don't really want to side out another fog, though it might be correct. I'm a little afraid of Lost Legacy on Arachnogenesis. Okay, turn 1 Ancestral is good. I have the answers to their important cards other than Braids. I'm not sure how I do against Braid's Cabal minion. It does kind of prevent me from playing lands, though I guess I can get lands by, like, Deduce. And I can't answer it with, like, Repeal. Is this just Dig? It probably is. Yeah. It's a good thing they didn't have that turn 1, because Ancestral is actually really important here to have gas. Though I guess I would have had Dig if they didn't. Unless they have another Duress, which is very possible. Momentum Breaker. I just discard Arachnogenesis. It doesn't really matter this early, so... I could Reclamation to draw a card, because I need to hit land drops before my Ancestral goes off. But I'll wait on that. I'd also like to find counterspells, though it doesn't really matter that much if they're just threatening smokestacks. Another Momentum Breaker. It's just Repeal. Not really important at all here. It is nice against some other cards, but not really. So I hit my land drops. I have a counterspell, that's a great draw. They play a Braids. Okay, it's great that I got that mana leak, because that would have actually been pretty brutal here. just preventing me from gaining lands and potentially killing lands if I run out in my hand. Okay, no land. I don't have a counterspell up now. Never mind. So I have Mana Leak up. I also have Deduce, if I don't do that. I also have Dig Through Time on a future turn. Wait, I could have played Dig Through Time now. But I guess I would have had to get rid of Repeal, not that it really matters. Maybe it would have. I don't know if they actually would have played it out if I didn't have repeals for my clock. Wait, I don't even need repeal. What am I doing? Repeal is just completely unnecessary in this matchup. Or against any deck where I'm bringing in Heritage Reclamation. Because I can just disenchant the clock to reset it. Or to shuffle it back. Repeal is just the only way to do it in the main. So yeah, repeal is just not necessary. I probably should have cited it out, yeah. I don't know why they're playing this. I guess they make 1/1s. Opponent is conceding. Is that a loss from exhaustion? Maybe. I definitely was going to win regardless. Because, like, I'm just finding dig here. I'm gonna find a clock. So, it was pretty difficult to lose from that position. I guess that dig would have whiffed. But, didn't I have an Ancestral? Yeah, I had an Ancestral coming down as well. And, like, yeah, I do have a lot of dead draws, but I had so much gas. Like, I just eventually find a clock. I don't know when, but I would have found it eventually. So, I finally found a match after about an hour. Okay. That might be the longest I've ever waited for a PD match. And I would have thought it was a decent time to queue. You know, it's like not late enough where people are sleeping, but it's like after work for everyone in the US. But I guess not. I mean, I guess like no one really played in the tournament today, only 4 players on a Thursday. So I guess like no one is really playing Penny Dreadful right now. But I'm not sure what my opponent is on. I don't know if my opponent has really played much this season. I haven't seen them playing, though I guess I don't really play leagues enough to know who's playing leagues. Alright, they're wasting time. That's great for the timeout strategy. I guess I was also wasting time. But no companion. Let's see. They were playing Simic. I guess... Oh. It's some kind of Nadu deck. That's probably really bad. Because I don't have a lot of interaction to stop them from resolving a Nadu and a Hex Parasite. And if they do that, they just find a bunch of counter spells and can just counter my fogs as they attack. But I guess they're not Nadu? I don't know what this means. Also, my hand doesn't do anything. So, what does this mean? Fanatic of Veronis. I guess it's still Nadu, potentially? Probably not, though, right? Why are they playing blue in a Fanatic of Veronis deck? Maybe they just want more dorks than Bop in their Nadu deck. And they're just playing this because Eternalize is a little relevant. You might get the 4 mana at some point. I'm not going to counter that because I can't stop them from making the 4/4. And I would rather just counter what they play off it. They foretell a card. What does that mean? There's no Behold the Multiverse. What are the Behold cards, or foretell cards? I don't know, it's really just rares. I guess it's the green 5 mana card? Can that be countered? It might be uncounterable, I'm not really sure. It's something to do with hexproof or uncounterable, I don't really remember. But I imagine it's that card, the mythic rare from Kaldheim. Temur Ascendancy. So they're just playing power 4 creatures in Temur. Oh, it's probably for the new card. The one from Tarkir Dragonstorm. It says like your spells cost 1 less for each creature with power 4 or greater you control. So if you're drawing a bunch of cards, you can kind of storm off. Kind of like Bard class, I guess. It's probably a bit worse than that. Do I play Procession? It doesn't do that much, but I guess I do want to counter some things. Maybe not. I would love some lands. Okay, these are pretty bad. It's possible that I don't want to play Serum Visions because it would tap me out of Forbid. But I found a land, so that's great. And it looks like I will be casting Dig Through Time fairly soon. So I can't really counter anything with Mana Leak, so it's good that I have Forbid now. So, they play the Foretold card, so what does this do? Oh, it's just Ward. So I was kind of correct about the hexproof. Mana Leak doesn't work here, so I guess it's good that I have Forbid. Do I even play that? I guess? I mean, Mana Leak is dead if I let this resolve, but it's kind of dead anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter. I guess it's bad if they resolve something good, but they can't resolve Temur Ascendancy or the new card. And the new card doesn't really matter. They have plenty of mana for the cards anyway. It's just about card draw. So I do this. Ooh, that is really good. Though there's a good chance I want to play Dig though, and I'd rather just draw these naturally. So maybe I just don't play Dig even if I can afford it. So all I really care about is countering creatures with a decent amount of power so I don't have to use Fogs until later, I think. And it looks like it's working. They only had 2 relevant cards, and Temur Ascendancy wouldn't have mattered if it resolved anyway. So, I guess I could just play Dig here. I guess I should have put Kahira in hand. Though it doesn't really matter. Wait, what am I drawing? I shouldn't have done that. Because... I knew it wouldn't be a land, so there's no reason. Not that it really matters. So... I could have played Dig main phase. No, there's no reason. I couldn't ever hold up a Forbid, because my only counter... I only have 5 counters in the deck. 4 Mana Leak, 1 Forbid. I was originally trying to play a lot more, but... like, if I'm getting a lot of value, then it doesn't really matter. Then it doesn't really matter how many counters I have if I just have a Forbid, but I do need to actually draw the first one every time. So this always resolves. So I will have to start fogging next turn. Oh right, it doesn't draw, it's just reduced costs, which does nothing. But they do have 14 power in play now. So I will have to start doing things. I guess I will leave some cards in the yard, just not use the clue yet. So I definitely leave... okay, so I just do this, leave Forbid and the regrowth. So I find Clock and a land, I guess. Okay, so... I don't think holding up Mana Leak matters, because I'm never actually countering a card now. There's just no way I'm ever able to Mana Leak something when they have double Fanatic of Vronus. So no reason to even try to hold it up. Arachnogenesis, I mean, it kills one of their creatures, which prevents them from winning if they get an attack with this one. Oh, never mind. So they're actually they actually know about Arachnogenesis. Interesting. I wasn't really expecting that because I didn't think that they really played this season much, if at all. So I wasn't expecting them to think about Arachnogenesis, because it's never been legal before. And it's not really a notable card in other formats, so If you don't really play a lot of Penny Dreadful, you probably won't know about it. But the next one does kill the 4-3. I should pop this window out so I don't forget about Ancestral. So I want it to come down before clock, but that might be difficult. I just want lands, I think. That's not the worst. I guess maybe I don't want clock to go off early, because I have so many fogs that I just want to get rid of the fogs first. I guess I will Spider. Nice synergy. So now I don't have to fog. I'm obviously going to use it next turn, though. I do use clock here, I think. I will try to get it down before Ancestral. Just won't use one of my tangles. Okay, land good. Okay. I mean, that's still... that is kind of close to lethal, I guess. Well, not this turn. It's very good at getting lethal with all their mana, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to fog every attack from for the rest of the game. So, there's really nothing they can do. I doubt their deck really has anything other than... I just really doubt their deck has any way to win through infinite fogs. I doubt they play any counter spells. I doubt they have any way of interacting with my win con. I mean, there isn't a whole lot that actually interacts with it. Like, there's disenchants for clock, I guess. That doesn't... and I'm just gonna have counter spells as well. So, I hold up fog this turn. Or I use it, because they're going to attack. Wait, can they? Oh yeah, pretty easily. Okay, so I use Tangle, and then I have Clock go off. So, yeah, it does seem a lot like Bard class, and it probably has the same issue where even if they go off with their reduced costs and card draw with Ascendancy, it just doesn't matter because it just doesn't do anything against a pile of fogs. So I can just ignore their large board. But it actually doesn't have trample or any way to gain it. So I'm blocking here because I want to play around something that prevents damage prevention. So I don't just lose the game if they have that. Though I really doubt they have anything of the sort. There's not really any good one in this format. I guess the closest is Assault to... wait. Insult to Injury? Which is a sorcery. The part that prevents prevention. Well, yeah, that kind of effect would actually be really good against this deck, or any kind of control deck based on Arachnogenesis. Though, I mean, I guess if they don't really have that much power, then they just get blocked by the spiders anyway. Is this an X-Spell? Or what? Definitely an X-Spell. What? They're playing around the mana leak too. That's 11 damage. They could have gone for lethal, but they played around mana leak. That's interesting. I mean, I can't mana leak it, so... Okay, that is something I have to worry about. Should not be too hard to deal with. I just get infinite forbids. But yeah, so... The problem with this deck, and with any kind of Turbo Fog deck in general, is... Well, that kind of deck has a lot of problems. But really anything... Any deck that threatens... Or any deck that wins without combat damage, mostly, is just a massive problem for any kind of Frog deck. Because you have to have an alternate way to answer those things. And, like, I do have Forbid, so that is something. My one of Forbid that I need to draw. Okay, there's life gain. Not really gonna do anything about the Creator's Clause, but, you know, it's not nothing. Okay, so I have my Fog. Don't want that, don't want that. I will just swing out, because... I mean, I don't have to, but... I'll just use Tangle, I guess. Though Tangle doesn't actually do anything. Like, it doesn't stop the opponent from winning. What do I get rid of? I guess I'll get rid of Hero. I kind of like every card in my hand. I need Fogs to win. And I want Mana Leaks. I guess Mana Leak probably should have been the discard, but just in case I'm able to discard something with double Mana Leak, or like, no, not discard, what? Counter something that threatens to kill me with double Mana Leak. I'll just Tangle this. So, they had 0 cards in hand before this, so the only way they win is if they top deck a burn spell. And this could definitely be a 4 of. It is a good payoff for Fanatic of Ronus, I guess, though usually you want your removal spells to be relevant early in the game, and Creator's Clause is not. So, I'm really just looking for Forbid. Dig Through Time would be great, because I can recur it. Does a Repeal ever... I guess it's mainly because I'm never actually countering a Creator's Clause, or anything relevant, or anything at all. Though I could play like 3 Mana Leaks on something with the Procession. It's just not relevant. And I could still play 2 this turn. What is this? Attacking legendaries creatures? Okay. The bot is having an issue. It's actually illegal though. So that doesn't matter. Okay, so I just kill this, and it doesn't even trigger. But even if it did, I still have Fog active. We are even on time, that's not great. I definitely need to be playing faster. It is a bit unfortunate that My only way to win is for my opponent to draw their entire deck, but I'm weak to the silver bullets in my opponent's deck. Though surely I can just have Forbid up forever, right? Can I draw something? Like, Dig Through Time would be so... Like, it would be so easy to find my Forbid if I just had Dig Through Time, because I could just recur it. Wait, does Maze Mind Tome work with Repeal? I mean, it resets it, but it doesn't really work. I'd be dead regardless if they prevented damage prevention, so... I also really care about time. Okay, so next turn it should be pretty easy to have Forbid. I mean, I'm drawing 3 cards after drawing here. Surely I'll find either Dig or Forbid. Okay, really need to be playing faster. That is not going to help me play faster. Oh, why is this so slow? So, I guess they're going to use a lot of time if they're just going to try to pump this a million times. So, they need more than 12 power. They need 18 to kill me. I don't do anything about this. All I care about is my life. I don't care about spiders. I should have returned Deduce, I think. That probably would have been correct. And just drawn 2 cards. There's a clock. That doesn't really matter. Pass. I mean, I guess I just play clock. This is unfortunate. I have 2 copies of Dig and a Forbid still in the deck. That doesn't matter. I also can't answer it, so... But, I'm gonna have Forbid up before they do anything with that, I think. I mean, they have like 1 draw with it before I have Forbid. Assuming I get it now, which is incredibly likely. They actually don't win with a burn spell, since it's a sorcery. I assume, if it's Creator's Clause. But otherwise it doesn't kill me, so... they have 4, 5, 8 mana. Okay. And if they spent 5 of it, I could double Mana Leak. Okay, so I'm not going to block to play around the damage prevention kind of effect, because that's a waste of time. It also wouldn't really work here. They have a 4-power creature. That is a little bit of an issue. I can just counter it, though. And I will. Only takes 2 mana leaks. Okay, unless I'm missing a permanent in play, they should only have Bop left up for mana. And this just gets countered. not allowed to let that die. Okay, I still do not have Forbid, which means I could actually lose. No dig through time, so my 3 of still in the bottom 20. Or it's in the bottom 20. I guess they didn't draw a 4-power creature. I mean, I don't know if they would have actually played it. But, there's a decent chance I find it if they do the thing. Is it ever double arachnogenesis? No. Do I repeal? I don't hate repeal. I mean, it lets Mana Leak maybe work sometimes. And I can get it back with Procession. Oh, I guess if they disenchanted Clock, I have that. So yeah, I was allowed to let Migla's resolve, but it was still correct to counter. I think I'd rather just play Arachno here. Like, it would be nice to prevent them from being able to make as much mana, but it doesn't really matter. And killing the creature is just irrelevant. Though cantripping would be nice, to be honest. But I really need to have Procession for the deduce. So I find deduce. Where are my cards with text? That's all 4 processions, I think. Okay, surely I find it this turn. Surely. Okay, there's a dig, I found it. And I get to exile irrelevant cards. That's nice. What are the irrelevant cards? Flooded Grove? Maybe? Is it cantrips? No, it's Mana Leaks first. It's not Deduce. Why did I do that? I don't know. There's Forbid. It's a bit late for that, though, because I'm already having Clock go off. So I guess that doesn't even really matter anymore. I do get to keep some things in play. A bunch of card draw spells. I'm actually... No, never mind. I was going to say I can't Forbid here with buyback. That's not true. So I think I just let any 4-power creatures resolve. Maybe that's a misplay. Maybe I do counter them. No. No. I mean, I guess I would win on time, probably. I'm not really sure. It definitely takes them less time than me to attack than it takes me to have infinite fogs. Though I guess if they're not thinking, they could lose. Not really. I'm never killing them with spiders, even if they don't think. Okay. That was a turn too late. Maybe it wouldn't have worked. What am I doing? I'm wasting time. So I imagine they have no ways of burning me out without Creator's Claws. I can't really play around it. I mean, I'm never beating an instant that does X damage, so... what is this? Another Creator's Claws? That's fine. I guess I don't buy it back. Because there's absolutely no way they somehow have all 3 of them in hand. Because they've just been top decking, there's no way that happens. Is it even lethal now? It's exact lethal if they had it, I guess. But I actually wasn't allowed to use it if I had it. Or I wasn't allowed to buy back Forbid. I don't know why I said if I had it. That makes no sense. But so I'm just going to... Okay, they're playing around it by... Never mind. I mean, they lose the 6/6 even if they don't attack with that, so... maybe it's bait. They want me to waste time by killing the 6/6. So maybe I don't. I guess I should. Tangle is actually worse than Arachnogenesis. Or the other way around. Arachnogenesis is worse if I'm not actually killing things. I guess I can't really chump block, so... Okay, they cycle that. I mean, it draws less cards than if they played it. Not the most relevant, but... Okay, so... I actually could die. Wait. I've used... 1, 2, 3... I still have a lull, I think. I still have... I do not have Tangle. I have 1 Arachnogenesis, 1 lull, 1 Procession. I do need to actually go and look for that. I could have Scryed instead, maybe. I also have another Dig, I think. Okay, that's good. Perfect. Do I ever use a clue here? So I can hold up a counter for Crater's Claws? Maybe I do. Because if they have a bunch of creatures... Well, they could, like, chain a bunch of creatures together. And still have plenty of mana. That gives trample, right? It does. I guess I maybe should play around Crater's Claws. Let's see. If I draw Serum Visions, I will be disappointed in myself. I am disappointed in myself for not doing that main phase. Spiders. So, I could die. Maybe I'm winning on time. Yeah, I think I do win on time. Like, I never lose next game early, right? Like, there's no way my opponent kills me quickly without me having anything. Because they don't really have interaction for my fogs. No reason to block, I think. So, I probably should have played Tangle. I don't know. I am just going Midnight Clock to 10. Okay, so they don't even have a 4-power creature. Nice. Okay, so I do... Okay, there's the Dig. Oh, I can actually just play Dig here? What do I exile? Probably not lands. Ancestral, maybe? I actually have no idea what I should be exiling. I guess it is lands. I kind of don't want to exile anything. Harrow? Is it really Tangle? Surely not. I guess it's Arachnogenesis. So now I go activate this. I don't need to hold priority, do I? No. So I go repeal the clock. It's lagging quite a bit. I have had M2GO open for a little while, I guess. Not that long, though. So I go... Well, if I did it on my opponent's turn, I could have used Arachnogenesis as a fog. So I guess maybe that was correct. I don't know what I get. I guess I'm out of lands in the deck. I guess I can just play another clock. The same clock, but you know. And I do have Counterspell plus a... Counterspell plus Fog Up. Oh, that took so long. Of my time. That was not great. So I play Tangle. My opponent doesn't even make me do anything. I'm just passing, right? Okay, I'm gonna... Oh yeah, exiling cards to Dig was bad. Maybe I shouldn't be playing a land. Yeah, I think they might just be timing me out. Because I have to actually do something, regardless of what they do. Just to avoid decking. Can you attack, please? I guess I just do nothing. I am going to make them draw with Ancestral. just discard the leaks. I'm not ever playing Dig again because I don't want to exile cards. I guess I should put Kahira in hand to prevent me from decking ever. Though it does take up time. I guess I should be yielding to the clock. I guess I will play this land. Ancestral next turn, okay. Oh, I'm losing on time. I really need to restart Magic Online. I'll just tangle against anything. Oh, this is taking so much time from Magic Online lag. I really needed to restart earlier. Or before the match, because this is game 1. I guess next game, if I don't have a good hand, I just F6 through every turn. I need to repeal the clock pretty soon. I could actually lose this game, or just concede this game to save time, because I can restart Magic Online after this. Maybe that's the play, though. No, because I really need to be up a game. Am I actually winning this game? Yeah, easily, right? So I have to repeal. So Ancestral is good for winning quickly, I guess. Though it's not... I mean, I definitely wouldn't call it quick. I should have already played Ancestral by using Procession on it. It's fine, though, I guess. Okay, this is the first time I have ever actually had Midnight Clock WinCon come up. I've had it as a potential WinCon quite a few times in Azori's Control, but this is actually the first time it's actually done anything. I should not be playing card draw here. That's a pretty big mistake, I think. Well, it's not a big mistake. It's a mistake. But I want to draw Ancestral. I guess I just don't actually go for it. I just say... whatever. They should probably all-out attack at some point. No, because they would just lose to the spiders, but... like, I could play multiple Arachnogenesis in response, and just attack with a million spiders. If they attacked with everything. So yeah, that would actually just lose them the game. Not that they aren't already lost. I do need to actually find Midnight Clock somewhat quickly. It can't be the last card, so I guess I find Dig Through Time and maybe play it for 8 mana. And then I go find Ancestral. Okay, I guess it takes quite a bit of time, but I guess it's fine. No, not Forbid. What am I doing? Or actually, is it Forbid? No, I need to Ancestral. What am I doing? So I go Clock. Ancestral, please. I guess it doesn't really matter too much when... I don't know. Like, it's probably 2 Ancestrals to win. This is so much time. I guess I am just going to F6 through every turn next game. Maybe have some fogs, but do nothing else. Like, not actually try to win. That's all 4, so I don't really need to hold up anything else, right? So this is obviously coming down to time. There's no way I'm ever decking them out. And they're not conceding because it always takes me more time than them. So I have nothing to do. All I do is wait until clock goes off. I can't just F6 through everything, because I do need to do something if they actually decide to try to attack. I should definitely be holding Arachnogenesis so I can play multiple of them if my opponent swings with everything. I don't think I have any lands left in the deck, right? I need to remove my attack step, actually. I should be removing a lot of steps. So on my next turn, clock goes off. I guess maybe I should activate it now. No, it doesn't matter. I don't need Forbid up. All I need is Fogs, and I have plenty of those. So... And they're not even going to attack, so I don't actually need a Fog. I don't know why I wasn't already yielding to this. Oh, it's a good thing the auto-yield to the clock didn't kill me there. It actually doesn't affect the other trigger, huh? I should really not be stopping on their upkeep. I guess it's... that doesn't really matter when I play clock, does it? But I actually never playing clock even if I draw it right. Because it just takes time with the trigger, and it doesn't actually do anything. Because I'm going to win first regardless. Even without Ancestral, I would win first. Yeah, I mean, I would have easily won this match if I had restarted Magic Online at some point, but... I mean, I was waiting in queue for an hour is why it's lagging so much after playing a match. And yeah, this is definitely a deck. I wasn't really thinking about it, but this is definitely a deck where I need to be restarting Magic Online, because if everything goes to plan, the match goes to time, so absolutely need to be vigilant. Oh, what is it doing? Why didn't it pop up the window? Okay, so now I just... That's taking so long. Do they attack? They probably do. No? Okay. So they are dead. They died? Okay, I need to go restart Magic Online. Okay, I'm back. Client keeps crashing though. So what am I doing? Arborea is amazing here. It's pretty funny. What's my time at? Okay. So, what do I care about? Nothing really. I mean, negate hits the burn spell. That's really it. That takes time. I guess it's fine anyway. I'll cut a clock. Maybe both, actually. Yeah, I'll cut both clocks. I guess maybe Ancestral as well. And play Ivory Tower. I'll play 2 of those. Okay, so the plan is I F6 through basically everything, and that works. So all I do is play Fogs. That's really all I'm trying to do. I don't need to actually win the game to win the match. Though I absolutely would win the match if it didn't come down to time. Why is it not working? Okay. Magic Online, come on. I just restarted. So I play Arborea and then I stop playing the game. That is cool. Are there any stops I should remove? Yes. Definitely. Oh, I need to step on my opponent's turn, actually. Just in case. Okay, they have Temur Ascendancy. It's not going to ask me to block, is it? No. Only 5 creatures in play. If you turn off the block step, you still have to try to... It still prompts you to block, I think. So I really want to play Arachnogenesis here, just because I don't... If I just play Arborea, my opponent might have lethal this turn. In fact, I probably do. So I do need to actually play Arachnogenesis. And it might not even be enough, to be honest. Which would actually be really bad for me, because I'm not sure if I can win Game 3 on time. Because I'm just going to take more time than them. I can't just f6 because I could actually lose. So, and yeah, they might just be able to win this game if I just go Arborea. Still, that is unfortunate. So they're doing that so they can attack with Aronis. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to hope they don't have Miglas. And just do this. Okay, so I'm gaining a little bit of time. Hopefully I'll be ahead. They can't concede. They have to actually win this game. Because if they concede, they just lose the match. No, what is that? Is that a disenchant? Oh, why? Okay, we're about even on time now. Oh, that's so annoying. I guess I have repeal to prevent lethal. I have possession as well, I guess. This might take me more time than them, though. I really need that Arborea. I could return it. That's never gonna work, though, because then they just have lethal. So I black Ronus here. They have like 5 damage. Interesting. Maybe I shouldn't have blocked that. Wait, what happened? They exiled the graveyard as well. Oh, so I don't actually have a fog right now. What am I repealing? I guess it's just Ronus. See if they do anything. I'll repeal Ronus. Oh, I need to draw a fog. Okay, I'm pretty far ahead on time now, so that's good. I'm making up time, because I'm not lagging, and also they kind of have to do more than me right now. Okay, I mean, these are the intense games that I signed up, matches. These are the intense matches I signed up for. That was, this kind of match was the idea when I built the deck. And I am dead. Okay, so, do I even bother trying to deduce? I mean, it takes their time for me to deduce, I think. So I guess I do. If it's Crater's Claws, I counter. Okay, so. Wait, that's not even lethal if I had repeal. Wait, I have repeal. Okay. No, that has haste. Never mind. It has haste. Deduce. It does take their time as I expected, so that's good. But they're F60 now, maybe? No, that was too late. 1 more mana and I had it. Or if it was Tangle instead. It's fine, I'm almost a minute ahead now. That's kind of crazy. I guess I will play 1 clock. Okay, so if we both do nothing, I think, like, if they just F6 every turn, that doesn't work. Because I have Midnight Clock to avoid decking, so even if they are fast enough for that, it doesn't work. Okay. What do I get rid of? Negate? Okay. A minute ahead. I feel pretty confident. I need to find a functional hand with fogs. I don't think they can ever beat that in time. And I need to not take too long to play. Okay, I can't keep that. I can keep this, right? What am I getting rid of? Clock. I play Ivory Tower. It doesn't really do anything because I don't have card advantage. I milled a 6 on the play. Only 2 Ancestrals in the deck, so it's kind of hard for that to happen. And I mulled away the clock too. But it is potentially gaining some life here with Deduce, though I might be just using Mana Leak. Do I use it on Ascendancy is the question. I feel like no. I never counter that. I just counter what they play off it. So I go Deduce here. Repeal? I could main phase repeal. I'm never doing that. Okay, this hand is decent. So I counter whatever they play here, most likely. I assume they have something relevant. I don't counter Ascendancy, I think. Maybe I do. Yeah, I probably do. But maybe no, I can't repeal it, so. I guess, yeah, I counter it. I don't love this. I feel like maybe I shouldn't have. I would rather just use Deduce, get Ivory Tower going, be able to put Kihira in hand, I don't know. Or just, like, counter whatever they play next. I maybe should have done something, put Kihira in hand. I don't know. Okay, so They're playing throwback. Are they are they actually answering the ivory tower? I feel like they maybe should have held that. I don't know. I mean, Arborea is one of clock. Doesn't really matter that much. They are just killing that and probably exiling my graveyard. I'm never repealing ivory tower, right? That would just be silly. Okay, yep. Not getting life because it would take more time, I guess. Respectable. And it does literal nothing, so. There is a reason not to do this. Repeal it slightly. Oh, I guess it's irrelevant now that I don't have ivory tower, so maybe not a great play. But, I mean, repeal wasn't really very relevant. I guess I only had 4 mana, yeah, so pretty irrelevant. Okay, I don't even need to answer this, though I probably should because of, the Crater's Claws. Ooh, negate, that's good. That's actually good now. Because I just need to answer Crater's Claws while I answer this. So, dig, pretty big here. Finds me more fogs. Okay, they're taking more time than me. I'm almost 2 minutes ahead now. That's pretty amazing. So, I do that. I guess I repeal, right? It's got to be a repeal. Like, I'm never decking out, right? So I can just repeal the Ronus. Maybe I should have in response. No, it didn't. It wouldn't have done anything. I guess it doesn't really do anything ever, but like this just doesn't matter. Oh, and it draws them a card. I didn't see that. I forgot about that. Okay, I do that. Whatever. Maybe should have topped the land. Probably should have. Doesn't matter. It's better to not think. Then maybe I should have at least looked at something. Okay, so they're making mana. They're playing a creature. I'm playing Arachnogenesis. If it's Crater's Claws, I counter, and that's amazing. Truck. Oh. Oh, that is... Enters or attacks. Oh, it's only to a creature. That's fine. I maybe don't answer that. Though I probably just do. Maybe. I don't know. I can go Arachno, and then Procession for Tangle. Or Arachno. Probably Tangle. So, they draw a card whenever they attack. Interesting. So that's kind of a lot of cards. Oh, I can just play Dig here? That's definitely what I'll do. Because, as I said, I don't care about repeal for clock. So I want Fogs, that's basically it. Double Tangle, that's fine. That's great. That's great. So all I do is just hold up negate, play my thing. They could be siding in a counter, that could be annoying. That's fine, they already have a lot of mana. They have a lot of gas now, too, because they draw a card every turn with Borborygmos, and they also have Ascendancy. So they have a lot of cards, they could get multiple Crater's Claws. That could be an issue. I could have killed something. Nothing relevant, though. I could have killed the Battle Crier, I guess. Maybe... I mean, it does do something against Crater's Claws, like multiple in a turn or something. It doesn't really matter. I do Cycle Lull here, if it lets me, but no, I already did something. I don't play the Arborea because I really need to have Fog plus an answer to Crater's Claws. I mean, I would just be throwing the game away if I played that. They are going for it, I think. Okay, and I guess I just Procession for it, so I should just win. So I have negate. I don't know what they were playing around. Some kind of life gain that gains 4 life, or 3 or less life. So, yeah, I've just won already. Yeah, I played way faster than them in this game too. Or game 3? Game 3. So I was losing a lot of time because I had to take more game actions than them in game 1, and I was also lagging a bit. Okay, these are the intense matches I signed up for, I guess. Alright, match 3. So yeah, last match is kind of what I intended. Very intense matches because of the time. Instead of facing each other, it's more like we were both facing the clock. And the winner of that got to win the head-to-head. Which honestly is great gameplay. So I don't know what my opponent is on. Izzet? I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Hopefully not a combo deck. Well, the combo does lose to Fog, so I guess that's not bad, if it's the dual caster combo. So hopefully it is that, and not just control. What does that mean? I don't think that means anything. It can't be a storm deck. Oh. I removed my stops. Let's put those back, maybe. Yeah, I definitely wanted to play Deduce there. I probably still should have on my main phase. But, it's fine. Surely they don't counter it now with invert polarity. Okay, cool. So, I guess like Niv Mizzet is kind of impossible to beat, because I can't really gain much life, and I can't deal with it. I guess sideboard I have Renafowl. So maybe I need to bring that in even if they don't have it game 1. I guess against Niv Mizzet, I could force them to draw enough cards that they deck out, but I kind of doubt that happens before they kill me. Okay, so I am putting Kahira in hand, so I can Fuel Dig. It's the Season 29 Storm line. Put Lurrus in hand to discard it to fuel Treasure Cruise. I guess I am finding Deduce here. If it's countered, that's fine. It's fueling Dig then. Okay, I don't want to just jam this clock. That definitely seems like the dual caster mage combo. Because that deck needs to put an artifact or creature into play before it can combo to get a target for the Molten Duplication. So it's 5 mana, all at sorcery speed, that combo. And they play like Deduce or Chainsaw usually, but they can also play that. Oh, it's Swans. How do I beat Swans? That is a bit of an issue. We don't have Chain of Plasma, do we? So it's... Oh, I saw a deck like this recently with Seismic Assault, where it's like not really a combo deck, but kind of. It's like it draws a lot of cards, and then potentially wins the game with that. And it also has other ways to deal damage to the Swans other than the Seismic. I actually have like no interaction for that. Like I have Repeal to potentially at Swans, but they just replay it. So it's really just Forbid. And like Leak, I guess, is pretty good, but I didn't counter that. And Forbid doesn't really work that well in the late game, because they can just play their own counter, and then I can't mana leak because it's the late game, and it falls off. So yeah, Forbid definitely has some holes. This deck definitely has some holes where it really just can't beat certain decks. I don't think I can let that happen. I guess I'm not playing around Spears. That's fine, there's no way, right? No way they have Spears. Surely. Surely not. What? They have a oh, I didn't think about those being treasures. I mean, I guess Mana Leak wouldn't have worked either, so I guess it's fine. What am I doing? They draw 5. Okay. I mean, they have to discard, so it's not that good. I mean, it still drew 3 cards. Or like 4 and discarded a Mana Leak. Oh, I really need to not be taking damage from Swans. Because I need to not be low enough for Seismic Assault to kill me. Okay. So it's nice to be able to deal damage to Swans with the spiders, because then it draws me cards, which is pretty good. It doesn't matter that much. I mean, I can counter this. It's a bit scuffed. Wait, I can hold up... Oh, I haven't exactly enough mana to hold up Arachnogenesis. So no Spell Pierce, please. For real this time. So I go Mana Leak. Oh, I have one more than enough mana. Counting is hard. So no Spell Pierce for real this time. I mean, I guess the draw is pretty irrelevant when I have Clock going off. I mean, it's not nothing. I can get counter spells like that. So I can do the thing where I dig and then activate clock. That could be cool. So time is probably not that big of an issue. I mean, it could be. If I lose, it doesn't really matter. Or it doesn't really come up. If I lose to the combo. So, and if I'm winning, it doesn't really do that much. Because, they do draw a lot of cards themselves. Definitely have to mana leak that. Okay, so finding a counterspell here would be great. I really don't want them to draw so many cards. What'd I find? Nothing? Clock is not nothing, I guess. Is it just ancestral? I guess? Maybe not. Maybe it's tome. I like tome. Not a counterspell though, unfortunately. So if I discard like an 8 mana card, I mean, that's not necessarily bad for me. They're drawing a lot of cards if they do that. Though, I probably can't really stop them from resolving Seismic Assault ever. They discard a 3 and a land. Okay. So I block. That's irrelevant. I would like a land. That is not a land. Though it's close, if I had a land in the graveyard. Okay. So I'm just blocking if they attack. I can not do anything about a Seismic Assault. I mean, I could get Repeal. I also... I mean, I guess I just hit the spiders. Okay. I mean, I imagine they're not playing that many more lands than normal. Like, surely they're not playing more than, like, 26 or 27, right? Oh, they have chains. That could be an issue. They're just going face? Are they gonna hit the spider? I wonder. Okay, they chain the swans. Not sure about that order. I don't think I can ever deck them, because the only way I make them run out of cards is by making them draw. And if they're drawing, then they're finding lands. So if they tap out, I might just... I'd probably just repeal the Seismic, maybe? I don't know. Or it could just be Swans. No, because they still just kill me if it's Swans. Okay, they're discarding a lot of lands. I wonder if they can actually kill me. Like, a lot of their non-lands do draw cards, which is a bit of a problem. But I kind of doubt they can kill me here. Because the average draw in 2 cards is probably less than 1 land, right? I mean, they're using that. That's good for me, because they're not getting damage through here with the Swans. So the fact that they're killing the spider is a good sign. Because it means they're expecting Swans to have to do something. I'm not sure about this order. They should have just been targeting Swans first for all of them. Until they had something else they wanted to do. Like, they definitely should have played the Serum first. I can play... No, I can't repeal the Swans here. So I guess I have to go Arachno or Tangle. Probably Tangle, right? Maybe not. I guess I'll play Arachno. Because the mana doesn't matter. I mean, it could be an issue that I don't have a thing to stop them next turn. I guess I activate Clock. Or do I play Auroral? I probably play Auroral. For Repeal? Or Mana Leak? Probably Mana Leak. Actually, I need to think about this. Does repeal ever matter? Because I'm never countering the assault when it comes back down. I guess like Mana Leak is not really relevant either. But I don't know. I can't even counter a chain or anything. So I mean, I really just want to get Maze Mind Tome to exile as quickly as possible, because that's the only way I have to like stop burn. I mean, it's possible they have no lands left in hand. It almost seems like that's the case. But maybe they have like 2 or something. I feel like I do nothing here, because I don't think anything I have really matters. Because I'm never affecting how quickly I get life gain. I guess I just want Clock to go off as quickly as possible so I can get counters for their card draw and chains as quickly as possible. I'm not sure, because card draw is bad because it finds them lands quicker than just their draw step, which is why I want to counter it. So I do need to counter this. I die if I don't. I'm pretty sure. But I can't counter this. Unless. So I guess I just go Mana Leak. If they have chain, am I just dead? Probably. They let it happen. Interesting. They chain the bird. I would love to counter that, but Mana Leak doesn't even work. So it's really just forbid. They can't actually counter back, can they? Because they don't have invert up. Wait, they copy it. Uh-oh. I'm dead if that resolves, maybe. I mean, I'm probably dead regardless. Is this ever correct? I guess it's never really a downside, because I don't really have anything else to do. So I guess it's correct. It didn't matter. I mean, if they already have it, then whatever. Yeah, I can't really interact with this, so probably just a terrible matchup. Oh, they targeted me. I didn't even realize. Do they have a Spell Pierce in their 75? Let's see. I mean, I'm probably just dead regardless. I can't even... Yeah, they just target the spider. If they have 1 land, I'm dead. So... No way. No way they have 0 lands. Wow. Wait, I actually maybe win if they have 0 lands. Wait, no. No. That was a close call. I desperately need to use Maze Mind Tome. Did I accidentally remove a stop? No? Okay. So, what do I want? Do I repeal something? If I repeal Assault, that never works, right? Maybe I do it anyway. Why not? So they have 0 lands in hand. If they didn't, if they had any amount of lands, they would have already won. So all I have to do to win is just counter any card draw, and they can't possibly get multiple lands. That is more difficult than it might sound, though, because I have 1 counterspell, and I also have to resolve a Tangle. But I think I do just win if I can, though maybe they have more lands than the deck, than I have. What am I saying? They have more than 3 lands in their deck remaining. So Tangle resolves, cool. Cool. So, what's their card draw? They have to have something, right? If they resolve... I mean, they have to resolve Seismic as well, is the thing. In addition to card draw. So, they actually probably don't have it. If they play Seismic, I do just counter that, or attempt to. Because I kind of have to. That doesn't matter? I think that doesn't matter. That's fine. If they kill those, I die, but I can counter anything that kills them. Anything that tries to kill them. Okay. So, there's the life gain. Am I scrying? Or drawing? I guess I'm drawing, why not? Okay, come on, life gain. Yes. Am I winning? I might actually win. What do I do? I might suspend that. Okay, let's see what's on the top. I guess I'm drawing Tangle. This might not be enough, because... Yeah, wait, they just win. They just have a counterspell, and they win. Because all they have to do is... counter... Wait, no. No. Not necessarily. No, because they don't win if this doesn't resolve. I don't know if they even try, yeah. Okay. Dig is maybe a little risky because of the card. Invert polarity. So they probably have something. Maybe I shouldn't have bought back because they probably just have something here. Leak. I pay for that, I guess. I'm probably just dead. Like, there's a good chance they don't actually have enough lands in their deck, but I don't know. So it doesn't matter what happens with that. Or does it? Wait. Wait, what if they win the flip? It just targets itself, right? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't go to my hand when it targets itself. Because it counters itself. That's not even close, right? So, oh, that was probably a bad order. Not that I want either of those. So I have to use this now. What do I find? Mana leak and procession. Okay. Am I dead? Fine. So I just tangle this. Do they have 4 lands in these 11 cards? And can they win even if they don't? Chain. I might be dead. Actually, they can't counter a forbid here. So I get forbid. Mana Leak doesn't work, and they don't have any other counter spells, right? It's game 1, so no negate, I assume. And they can't invert polarity with only a 1 blue source. So I just go... Wait, does this... This loses me the game, though. I can't buy this back. If I buy it back, I just die, because I don't have anything. So, do they have Mana Leak? Please no. Oh, no? Okay, no. When is this going off? 2 turns? That's so long. Okay. We're even on time. Though I think I probably do win the match on time if it comes to that, despite losing game 1. I do have to find Tangle. Spiders would be so much better here. Wait, do I find Dig? I might need to find Dig. Off this. Okay, so I find Dig. I want spiders because if I tangle, they attack with Swans next turn. Okay. Arachno. Plus Leak? It could be Leak. Procession? I guess. So I play spiders. Maybe draw some cards. But I can't block the devils. That's a bit of an issue. I might just be dead to account. Oh, they have invert polarity. Wait. Invert polarity doesn't. It's still a fog. If they win. Okay. What do I return? Forbid? It has to be forbid. I think. Because I have Arachno. That comes down next turn. But it doesn't... Oh, that's one turn too early. It's one turn too early because I need it to... Wait, I am suspending this, right? But it's one turn too early because... it draws them their entire deck. So if they have 4 lands and they just have it. I think they have it. Why else would they do that? Wait, what? So I go Arachno. Wait, could I die? No, no way. Because I'm already making them draw with... I'm making them draw the Ancestral regardless. So I draw about 1,000,000. I guess I don't block with all of them. Cool. So I can't gain life, unfortunately. No card gains life, except Maze Mind Tome, which takes forever to actually work. But they're not resolving a relevant spell. They're not resolving a relevant spell. And... Oh, I guess I maybe could have played Arachno. I could have played 2 more Arachnogenesises to put enough spiders in play to kill them, without targeting them with Ancestral. That was actually the play, I think. So who am I even targeting? But yeah, I could have put way more spiders in play and just targeted myself with Ancestral. Though I'm not sure how many more I could have actually done. With this draw, only 1. More Arachno. Still a 2-shot, though. Wait, am I making myself draw? I think I actually am. Oh wait, maybe this doesn't work. No, because they just block with the bird. I do have clock, though. Is this actually the line? It might be. I think it actually might be. Maybe not. No. Is Repeal in Exile? I think it is. I mean, I was actually thinking about it, but I don't know. It took a lot of time to think about, too. I don't know. But if I did that, then... Wait, what would I have done? I would have killed them before they drew their entire deck. Which meant that if they had a land on the bottom, and it was their 4th land, or their 3rd land, I guess, they wouldn't have won. So, do they have it? It looks like no. Oh, I actually discarded wrong. I only have 1 fog left. So that was bad. But no, it doesn't matter, because I just always protect it, and they die. So I actually win, unless they're just trolling me. Unless they're trolling me by just not using it yet. Wow, I actually won that game. That's crazy. They actually didn't have enough lands. They used their Seismic Assault and Chains on the Swans too much, when they should have been just drawing without Swans and just throwing them at me. I guess I actually do need to play Ivory Tower, because I can't really win otherwise. I guess I have Needle. That's good. Oh, I have Enchantment Hate as well. Runafel? I don't know what I actually want to play of these. Negate is good. Better than Mana Leak. I guess I don't play Repeal. I just play some Reclamations. I guess, the Fogs are kind of bad. Maybe I just don't play... just 2 of each, sure. And then I play Runafowl as Interaction. I guess. Okay, so I do need to play fast, because it was taking a while, because I had some pretty complex decisions. at the end of the game. So I should just be able to play a lot faster now. I'm also ahead of game, so I can just F6 if I need to. And their deck takes a while to kill, because they only have like Swans and Seismic Assault for winning. Okay, the Sand has turn 1 Ancestral. And also just pretty good use of mana. Gas. It's kind of crazy that I won game 1. I have no answer to their combo and they still didn't win. Yeah, they were just too greedy with hitting Swans with their lands, and they just didn't have enough lands to kill me. Okay, so I'm just playing Deduce. What is that? That is crazy deck. What? Why is that in their deck? That card is so bad for a control deck. Like, they are playing control. There is no reason for that to be in their deck. But it is actually kind of insane versus me. Luckily, I have the answer. I guess I don't need to answer anything because I have Disenchant and Run Afoul for any of the relevant cards. I also don't have a counterspell, so I have all my answers up despite tapping out. And why? Why are they playing Sulfuric in this deck? Do I main phase it? I guess. I really don't want them to have a counterspell because I lose if it sticks. Though I can't find it again with Clock, it takes a while. And I die to Assault, potentially. Even if I have a Disenchant, they can just have enough lands already in hand to kill me. What is this? Why? They have like 4 copies of Sulfuric Vortex in a control deck? That is insane. So I have Auroral Procession, which is the main way I can get my Disenchants back. That is life gain, just not yet. Do I use... No, I don't use Ancestral because I need to have 2 spells up. Or I like having 2 spells up. It's better to. Can I ever kill them? No. I can't ever deal damage. Chain? This actually sided into a burn deck, what? All they played are 4 red deck wins cards as a control deck. So I think I actually just win the game on the spot by drawing a Disenchant. I should have scryed on upkeep. Oh, I should have played Serum. I didn't see that in my hand. Needle? Oh. Oh, oh. Okay, so I have no counters. But I do have Needle for the thing, and then Disenchant for this thing. Which kind of just ends the game, because they have to have Assault to win, or I guess Sulfuric Vortex. But I can't protect this, so I need a Procession or a Mana Leak or something. But a Mana Leak doesn't necessarily do it. Serum? Ooh, that's amazing. I would have loved that a little earlier. Seismic Assault. This clock is a little sad. It's fine. Kind of making my hand worse. Not really. The interaction for the board is kind of dead. So, Swans would be amazing for me. Price of Progress. Wait, what do I have on top? It is negate, right? Okay, opponent actually just sided into a burn deck from a control deck. Are they playing counterspell still? I guess they are, because it's... I mean, counters are great against my deck. Yeah. What is this? They actually sided into a burn deck from a control deck. So, I'm going to 1. I'm going back up to 5, though. I mean, I guess I never beat I guess I like never beat a price of progress or another price. So clock is about to go off. I might actually just win this game actually, because they have nothing going on. I just play nothing. Can I get my ivory tower? Yes. Wait, I'm winning. I'm just winning. Another maze mind? Absolutely. Oh, so much. So many good cards. Wow. Okay. What is happening? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay. So I am pretty far behind on time because I have been taking a lot of actions. But I should just win this game, though. Can I deck my opponent out with only 8.5 minutes on the clock? I'm not entirely sure. Do I even want to do that? I don't know. Oh, I knew it was on top. That was a misplay. Oh, I should draw. I shouldn't auto-yield if I'm doing that, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Like, once I gain a lot of life, it doesn't matter. And, it's gonna happen pretty quickly. So I guess I put Kahira in hand. What? What is this? I guess it's fine because my card draws gain me life. But why? They actually sided into a burn deck. Oh, I actually can't answer the attacker. Huh. They didn't attack for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Are they afraid of, like, whale? I don't really want Ancestral to resolve, but it's happening. I guess it's fine. It doesn't lose me life because I have the Ivory Tower. So it's actually just even on life. So I have Repeal as my only answer. Actually, I cited that out, didn't I? So I actually have no answers, but I gain life with the Ivory Tower. So that's my answer. There is a Kahira on the battlefield, and I will not be attacking with it. Actually, I will be. It's actually the win con. I thought that wasn't supposed to happen. It's supposed to not have a win con. And I'm gonna actually... Oh, I need to be playing. I broke the rule. I'm gonna win the game with Kahira. Chain, that is fine. I have infinite life. Ivory Tower actually winning me this game. I would have actually just died without it. Actually broken card. Yeah, not being able to answer creatures or any permanent in game 1 is kind of an issue. But Ivory Tower. Absolutely breaking the game. I wonder if my opponent blocks. Do I recur it and play it again if my opponent blocks? I think I do. Which is pretty funny. That was not what I wanted to discard, it's fine. I can go double Arachno if they attack. Kill their Razorkin, have 5 power. Actually the line. So if they attack, they actually lose to the spiders. Because they give me creatures. Right, please attack. I don't know why they weren't attacking. Was it actually just spiders? Because I would need multiple, and I didn't even have mana for that before, I think. So yeah, I actually win this game with Kahira, because I can just recur it if it ever dies, and I can also just counter everything. Alright, 3-0 with this deck, somehow. Alright, I went 3-0 with this Turbo Fog, Midnight Clock only win con deck. I would have gone for the 5-0, and it would have been really funny if I got it with this deck, but it's a very exhausting deck to play, especially in that second match where my opponent timed out and I was close to timing out. It just gets very exhausting. But the deck is surprisingly not bad. I mean, it's better than regular Turbo Fog, although that is not a high bar. But it can win matches if your opponent is bad against fogs, and even if they aren't, just having infinite forbids can also beat decks. So surprisingly good, probably unplayable though. But if you see this, if you're watching this end, I encourage you to play this deck. If you think you're fast on Magic Online, see if you can win with Midnight Clock only win con. Because even I wasn't capable of doing it in that second match. I would have lost if I actually played out the game too. So yeah, that is my run with this deck.